Hello everyone, my name is Emma.
My name is Matilda. This summer we started an internship at the company Sintez, which is developing the UpT app.
It's an app that helps you learn golf using AI technology with feedback from coaches, and generally it's an app.
Basically it's learning golf but online.
We had an idea. We decided to approach Alexi.
Alexi, can we have a moment of your time?
We proposed trying out this app on ourselves.
Now we'll make you teach us how to play golf. We'll kind of be testers, but we suggested doing it in the format of a video blog.
Can we learn to play golf using the app in 10 lessons?
Well, come on, start.
Okay, then we'll go. We wanted to know the quickest way to learn to play golf right now.
We have three components. The first component is, of course, Leaf Coaches. The second component is our app. And the third component is the theoretical base, the Golf Academy. So we'll combine all these components. I think that by the end of the season, in principle, you can get on the field in a maximum of 10 sessions, maybe even faster.
Yeah! Oh, you made it, Gabe! Good shot! Yeah!
Therefore, I suggest starting not with the first point, but with the second point, where we need to implement our solution. You will be able to register there and make your move now. Moreover, we have the necessary equipment in the office to try and see how it works or doesn't work. And from here, we'll have this as a starting point, and after that, I'll give you access to the academy, the Golf Academy. You can start studying the theory.
Okay, let's go play.
Well, shall we try?
Let's do it.
Girls, there are sticks. I'll go ahead and set up the tripod. Okay, I'm turning on the camera. Our app has a camera that can record 240 frames per second.
You are in the frame. Please take a starting position of the swinging.
And the robot automatically detects whether it's in the frame or not. Okay, we hit there in the other direction.
Sorry, I can't recognize your silhouette. Please stand in the center of the camera. You are in the frame. Please take a starting position of the swing.
Let's try to hit.
I don't know. It's still very unclear how we're even supposed to learn to play using just an app, and whether that will actually be enough to make real progress. We arrived at the golf course. It is very large. I thought it would be smaller. Everything here is so cute. Why are there so many children here? They specifically brought us to the children's field, right? Because we can't play.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. You probably Dad.
No, I'm actually really glad we came, because honestly I can't hit at all. I don't know how to swing properly, and I can't even hold the clubs the right way.
Motja, I feel like I can.
Do you know the meaning of the game of golf?
No.
No.
Okay, but roughly, maybe you've seen it in movies?
Well, to get it in the hole.
Yes, to get it in the hole. How many holes are there?
10.
19.
Close? How many?
19.
Very close. 18. A full round of golf consists of 18 holes that need to be completed with the fewest strokes possible. Now we are on the driving range. It's like a range for practicing long shots, where you'll train hitting forward. Flags and signs with meters are specifically placed here. These baskets are here to make it more interesting to aim somewhere to hit, meaning not just straight, but to already have some direction and goal. Of course, in the beginning, the task will just be to hit the ball.
Well, in the set we have.
To start, we take wedges. On these clubs, we have degrees drawn, and they are intended for playing at the shortest distance. And this is the most mobile club.
That is, we can play with it at both 10 and 90 meters.
That is, we need to calculate the distance and everything else. The next clubs we have are irons. They just have a number drawn on them. Each iron differs in distance by about 10 meters. So for example, a pitch is 130, a 9 is 140, an 8 is 150, and so on. But I'm giving the example of a professional distance here.
Because you have a good distance,
Yes,
it will be different for women.
yes. With these clubs, we also aim to get as close to the hole as possible, but from a longer distance. So next we have woods. These are big clubs. They are light, hollow inside, so we can accelerate with them. They are much longer. This is the longest club, called a driver. We hit it with a stand called a tee. In golf, a tee is a small stand that lifts the ball off the ground for the first shot, making it easier to hit. And it is intended for the longest shot. The other woods are also intended for long shots, but from the grass, not the tee.
And the last club is called a putter. It is quite heavy, so the opinion that the heavier the club, the farther it hits is incorrect. So, yeah. By weight, on the contrary, the lightest hits the farthest. The putter is a rather heavy club used on the final area called the green. Here in front of us are several greens at 50, 75, and 100 meters. Long flags are placed so they can be seen from afar. Accordingly, this club simply rolls the ball into the hole, doesn't lift, just gently rolls. But a putt can be either a meter or even 40 meters long, depending on how big the green is.
Is there a club that's 40 meters or what?
The shot can be 40 meters. With this club, you can hit 40 meters. If desired, yes. The club is considered the most important because you take it on every hole. In professional tournaments, the fate of the winner is decided precisely on the putt.
Why do you have all those socks on the club?
So I don't scratch them during transport. Well, as you can see, I've already scratched them.
And what happens if you scratch them?
Well, it's just that
Ugly?
when you scratch a new car, it's upsetting.
Come on, yes.
I was upset too.
Also, this part, the junction of the club head and shaft is quite fragile, so covers are also put on for protection. And for the putter, it's especially important that this striking face stays perfectly intact, because even small damage can affect how accurately the ball rolls. A very fine adjustment of the strike is happening, and any irregularity will affect how the ball rolls.
Please don't break the club.
I mentioned today that the senior coach will be giving the exam. Dimitri? It just so happened that Dimitri was on the field.
Girls, I wish you successful learning. Yes, it's a pleasure. This is the most important, coach. Raise the maximum number of champions. You are in the most reliable hands, so I'm sure that your progress will be very fast. So the main thing for you is to enjoy. So let's go, let's work.
Have a good day. First, take the club in your left hand. Our thumb should point along the club. You can usually find a marker there, like a brand name or a small arrow, which helps you line up the putter and aim more accurately. I don't have that marker. I go by feel. With your right hand, you should grip the club so that the thumb sits securely on it, and then place the index finger either resting on the pinky or crossing over the pinky, depending on what feels more comfortable. For now, as you find comfortable. Super! We straighten our arms in front of us so that our elbows are facing upwards. Mainly the right elbow, left elbow as is comfortable. We place our feet shoulder width apart, slightly bend our knees, keep our back straight, and slowly lower ourselves until the club is fully resting on the platform, making sure our position feels stable and balanced before the shot. Now from this stance, we should make the swing. First question, how should we do this? What should be working for us? How should it approximately look? Here we stand in stance. The movement is performed using the body. That is, the swing is done not only with the hands, but with the whole body. To simplify, you can roughly orient yourself like on a clock face. First, we turn the shoulders so that the club becomes parallel to the ground. Here. It should not be in this position, not in this position, but parallel to the stand. At this moment, the club should be pointing upwards or slightly at a small angle. After that, we turn our shoulders and our wrists naturally start to bend, following the movement and helping control the swing. In general, they will do it by themselves. You don't need to exaggerate this. From this position, we make the strike by shifting our weight onto the left leg and rotating toward the target, so that by the end of the movement, our body is fully turned and facing the target. Our shoulders and hips are turned, and hands are in front.
We are standing on the left leg.
Where?
Did you see?
No.
There was a surprised expression.
In my hand right now. The most open club in my set at 60 degrees.
I use it for distances ranging from about 1 meter up to roughly 80 meters, depending on the situation and the shot I need to make. That is, I can make such a shot when the hole is nearby to try to gently guide the ball to it. I can also do it from 80 meters, approximately where the second flag is now, to try to aim and lay it to it.
It's going well. Did you see?
Yes.
And now we take the iron in our hands. This is a 7-iron. It is intended for a distance of approximately 150 to 180 meters, depending on the wind and weather conditions, and also how the ball lies.
Did you see? It's still flying. Now it's starting to reach the forest. No? Let's do it again. Try it.
Did you see?
No.
No.
So you have a set of clubs? Yes, you have practiced, and you will go out on the field? Yes, the field. 18 holes. Here we only have 9 holes. Therefore, when a golfer plays a tournament, they will only play 2 rounds. You go out to the first hole, you finish it, and then move on to the second. And continue like this until you complete the entire course. The number of strokes you make will count towards your score. If the tournament is in stroke play format, that's when you simply record the number of strokes. Clubs help you. You determine which club to use for which distance, and try not to make unnecessary strokes.
And that's why we came up with this project, and fortunately Alexei not only approved the idea, but also supported it and helped us move it forward. He said he would help us with the organization. Firstly, he will arrange all the sessions with the coaches because we can't do it ourselves, organize trips to the courses, and our task is simply to try and learn. That's it.
And we hope that in the end we can learn to play golf properly in 10 lessons.
And you'll be able to see our progress because we'll document every session and capture each small stage of the learning process along the way. Watch us as we try to learn to play golf.
See you soon?
Is that all?
You didn't hit the ball. Here it is. Oh, mine flew so far. Amazing.
I threw it.
I just threw it.
I threw it.
I just threw it far. And you said, that was a bad shot and this was a good shot.
You can't throw that far.
Denial is the first step to acceptance. I'm ready to admit that no one can learn to play golf.